Hey, how's it going, everybody? I just kind of want to do a quick video on my Mossberg 500. I'm sorry, Maverick 88. I was thinking of my 500. Yeah, this is my Mossberg Maverick 88. This is actually probably my first shotgun I actually bought on my own. Came with a did some few upgrades to it, not much. It actually came with the fixed stock. Because when I bought it, I wasn't old enough to buy a pistol grip, because you actually have to be 21 to have a pistol grip. So I actually had to buy it with a, had to buy it with a fixed stock, and then later on I added the pistol grip to it. And the other thing I did was, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but I added the, I did it last night. I added the vertical ATI forward, forearm pistol grip, and also the ATI heat shield. But yeah, this is the one, if you've seen my other video of me shooting this, kind of one-handed, and, I did kind of different things. But this is the one that I was using. Of course, at the time I didn't have this, because I just added this yesterday, but I'm going to have to try that out later, and I think I'm going to like it. I already like the way it is, right now. I think it's pretty cool. But, yeah, this one, this is the 18.5-inch barrel. It has a 5-round magazine tube. And 1 in chamber, so you got 6 total. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a great gun. I mean, for the price point too, I mean, these are pretty inexpensive for the most part, a little cheaper than a 500. It's mostly because, from what I hear, that what I looked online is that these were actually made in Mexico and then brought back to the United States and reassembled, so they can sell them, a little cheaper. But I mean, other than that, it's basically, if you used to look at this in actual 500, it's almost identical. I mean, almost. I mean, the main difference would be like the trigger assembly when you remove it, because this one has the push button safety instead of the Mossberg's right up here in the back of the receiver. In a way, I kind of prefer this one better. For one, I don't really use the safety, to be honest. I never was really big on safeties. Just because of the fact that, if I'm going to hand it to somebody or I'm going to set it down, the gun's going to be unloaded, basically. So the only time I have it on safety is when I'm actually going to be firing it. So I really have no reason to have a safety. That's just me. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's been a great gun. I mean, can't complain about it. And what I actually did to kind of, not really modify, but to have this forearm, in case anybody's wondering, is what you need to do is, since the 500A, like if you see on the Mossberg 500As, right here on the receiver, it'll say actually save Mossberg 500, and then there'll be a little tiny A. And if you have that one, you cannot remove this forearm. You just have to have like the older style 500, or I think nowadays, they're actually starting to make the older style 500s with removable forearms, because the one that, I have my 500 with the, 7-round extended magazine tube, the 8-shot capacity. That one is just a standard 500, and that's a newer gun. It's a brand new gun, so I think people must be complaining that you can't really change the forearms on the newer Mossberg. So I think Mossberg must be going back to the older style forearm, because now that one I can remove. So this one is actually from my 500, and you can see, I don't know, well, you probably can't see on the video, but it's more like a park race type finish. And of course this gun is blued, but in person you really can't see the difference. And actually kind of looks good with the heat shield. It kind of matches together, but it's not a big deal. You can't even really tell the difference, and nobody's not really going to be looking at it. But so yeah, that's what I did, because on my 500, I wanted the standard forearm. I kind of like the way it looked, just standard. And I wanted the vertical pump on this one, so I said, hey, why don't I just, instead of buying a new tube assembly, or for the forearm, I just swapped the parts out. So the assembly on this one I just put on my 500, and then my 500's assembly I put on the Maverick, and it worked out perfect. So I mean, thank God I actually had both guns to do that, so I didn't have to spend any extra money. And actually, I'll have to do a video on my 870 because I'll show you what I did to that one, which I kind of wish I wouldn't have done some things to it, but just trying to get away cheap on something and just didn't work out. But I'll have to show you a video on that one because if you've seen a video of me shoot my 870, I actually had this one on there, but I just had it on there until I did this to see how I liked it. I didn't really care for it on the 870. I kind of like it on this one, just the pistol grip only. I think it looks pretty sweet, and it actually will help, like when you're actually shooting, because you can really, stretch your arm out and get a force to force going forward, so helps the recoil and everything, so I think that's gonna help out a lot. But yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and try to get back to you. Alright, well, hope everybody likes it. Have a good one.